Budcast. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the very first edition of the Budcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Brannon.
Aiden.
All right, and that's us. We're just we're three guys who know each other, and we just decided to host a podcast. And basically, we're just gonna go over, stuff that's relevant in our lives, stuff that's happened in the year, stuff, just stories, news, whatever it is. It can be about anything. We'll probably revolve a lot around video game stuff, TF2, and yeah, opening thoughts from either of you guys.
I like video games.
Yeah, I've played a few.
Great. Oh wow, you guys are already exceeding the requirements. Wonderful.
Thanks.
All right, so as the thumbnail clearly shows, and as anyone who's watching this on Bubbli the channel, I'm sure knows, I like TF2. You guys both like TF2, right?
No, I hate
Yes.
the game.
Oh.
Just kidding. I gotcha.
Yeah, and
So funny.
yeah, so my channel's Bubbli. Brandon has his own channel, Lapel. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the description, probably even up on screen too. Brandon, do you think
Thanks,
you could
babe.
maybe share this in any way? I'm not sure. I know there's like a way to share on like Google Plus or anything, but I don't know.
Google Plus.
Maybe. I'll find that later.
Did you
Alright.
hear they're finally exterminating Google Plus?
I know. I'm so
I
happy
heard.
about that. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I think, how long has it been around? Like 2 years?
Too many.
Yeah, exactly. Too
Right,
many
yeah.
years.
I mean, I think Google really wanted to make it work, but they just kind of figured this just like they really tried to make it work, and then they just realized no one was liking it or using it.
I
Does it
remember I
suck?
read an article a while ago, and it was talking about like it was like an interview with like one of the engineers like at Google who worked on Google Plus or something, and he pretty much said, "Yeah, we had no idea what we were doing for Google Plus. Like all in all, we had no idea what we were doing." And it's pretty much a load of crap. What came out?
Oh my
Do you think
God.
anyone's actually ever +1 to something anywhere on the internet?
Is that what the term is? I didn't even know that was the term. God.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't even sound fun.
Ugh. It's like, oh, let me Bing that real quick.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't work. Yeah. No. Thank God Google Plus is going away. Jeez. I had something else I was gonna say about Google Plus.
A boot.
I think what they figured is like with all internet hate, they were just like, oh, all the like angry comments and complaints will just subside after a while, and then they didn't, and then they were like, no, we gotta get rid of this thing. So that's
Yeah.
probably what happened.
Classic.
Yeah. Speaking of
Yeah.
classic,
Oh, did you mean the best TF2 weapon?
yeah, I did from the best class, which is the sniper. Fun fact. It's
Nice.
proven, scientific.
Are
But yeah,
you
just
being
like
sarcastic here?
I don't know what
I
I'm
like the
being,
classic.
Brandon.
Okay.
You
I
do?
know.
Okay.
It's.
Are you a meme? Are you
it's a hit
just
or miss.
one big meme, Jack?
I've always been a meme, Brandon.
Whatever do you
Khakis,
mean?
Jafar?
Meme of the week, everybody. Meme of the week. But just real quick topic here from you guys. What do you guys think of the gunmetal update? What did you think were its strongest points, its weakest points?
Well, I can tell you its weakest point right now is the lack of ducks.
I will admit the
agree.
worthless $6 token. You can't quack with this one, and that's my
Mhm.
complaint that I have with it.
Yeah.
I like the ducks, but they made the ducks made a guest appearance on Snowplow though in one of the spawn
It's
areas.
true.
They did.
So
And under the
even though
bomb.
that had nothing to do with Valve making the map, but still.
Yeah.
I wonder if James McVie like personally was like, "Oh, this update's so great. I got to put these ducks into my map so Valve actually puts it in the game." Or maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was like so angry that like Valve didn't put Snowplow in the game. It was too hard, and he was like, "I'll teach them to put ducks in the game. Put ducks in the map. They'll put my map in the game." And it just like he did that to like try to get his map in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the story of why there are ducks in Snowplow.
Maybe.
Yeah. What do you guys think, Brandon? What are your thoughts on the whole update?
Well, one of the things I like about it is that I don't know whether or not I like or not like about it, but the Dead Ringer now I think is pretty much trash. The Spy Signal is now kind of trash because there's the stupid vaccinator bubble that comes up, and it's just like a spotlight coming down from like a helicopter onto you whenever you get like a little bit of flame, like a little blister on your thumb from a pyro. And so like then like they get the bomb squad in, and they're like, "Oh, look at the spy over there!" And then yeah, your cover's blown.
Yeah, Aiden, you're giving a little feedback on your mic, so if you could lower the sensitivity just like a little bit, that'd be great. Yeah, it's really interesting what they did to Spy. Like they just made it like a speed class. Like they changed all the mechanics to be like plus speed here, plus speed here. It's really strange.
Now the Dead Ringer even though it's been nerfed a lot, it has like a lot of what's the word? You can work well with it with like the big gunner now. So you get like speed boost when you stab someone and speed boost when you get like zip zap zorked.
Yeah, does that stack? I don't know.
It might. I don't know. Also, with the Dead Ringer, you also get like a, what's it called? Afterburn resistance.
Yeah, you do get
for, like,
afterburn
3 seconds.
immunity.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really
does that
interesting
mean-
what they do. Yeah.
So could you like combo that with like a Spycicle and get some 6 synergy?
That's an interesting point. I haven't actually tried the Dead Ringer Spycicle combo since the nerfs. It's also interesting to see what people's like take on it is, because like some people think what happened to the Spycicle is a buff. Some people think it's a nerf.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I actually really haven't tried it out yet since the thing.
Honestly, I
have
just
you
use
been?
like stock knife these days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've something I have been loving though is the kunai. Kunai has been great.
Kunai, yeah.
Kunai got buffed.
Kunai has been great.
I actually used that one pretty fairly anyway, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's interesting, you know, with what they did to the Dead Ringer, and then also what they did to the Enforcer. If you realize, like, they're just making it so you can't just infinitank his Spy. Like that's just what they're specifically trying to do. They're like, all right, we're sick of these
And with
spies.
the Dead Ringer too.
Yeah,
with the Dead
that's
Ringer,
literally what I just said. Thank you.
Oh, you said I thought you said Enforcer.
Yeah, the Enforcer and the
Yeah,
Dead Ringer.
Oh, I thought you said Kunai and Enforcer. I'm sorry.
No. No, but they made it like much less tanky, so it's not like if you see a spy, you have to kill him like 4 times before you know he's actually dead. It's like that. And I saw
if
a
you're using
thing.
the fish, that's not a problem.
Fish kill. Fish dead ring drop. What if it just said that and like broadcasted to the server? There's a spy
Well, no, I
dead
mean-
ringing.
That's
You're
how
a
you
kid,
tell
you're a
if you
squid.
kill them or not, because it doesn't say fish kill if they're not actually dead.
I wonder if anyone's made a mod for the fish where it's like one of those mounted singing bass. So like it sings to you while you hold it, and it's like, I'm a little fish held up by the scout. They're gonna flip flop fish kill. Like that would just be the greatest mod of all
Oh my
time.
god.
I'd be so down for that.
Pay someone to make it, Jack. You get a load of money from your 200 subscribers, don't you?
My 186, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry for the sass there. Didn't mean it.
Also,
So-
another thing. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Aiden. You want to go, or you want me?
No,
to...
no, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, fine, Mom. Okay. Another thing I really like is that, well, I used to play Spy like all the time with the Cloak and Dagger.
Me too.
But then
dude.
I realized that the Dead Ringer was really good, and then I stopped. But now I'm picking up the Cloak and Dagger again, and I've realized how fun it is to just sit around and wait for people to come by, and then you just go, ah! Like you're like a pouncing cat out of the brushes or whatever. But yeah, the Cloak and Dagger is really fun, and they added all the like resistances when you're invisible and stuff,
Oh, really?
and
Yeah.
and you can pick up ammo now when you're not invisible.
Mhm.
With the Cloak and Dagger, you couldn't do that before.
Sick.
But yeah, I like the Cloak and Dagger now, and I'll play it some more. It'll replace
I
my
just-
Dead Ringer probably.
I can't use any watch except my Quackenbert, but I believe you.
Yeah. So moving on from just Spy, so the weapon skins have been pretty controversial. I hadn't really realized it until recently when I really started looking into what people were saying about it. And, like some people are really mad. Like I knew the like the TF Go things people were saying. Like people were like, oh, it's just like reskins. But like I liked it. I personally liked like having all the new skins in. But like some people were so mad that it was new skins and not new weapons themselves. But it's like at the
I
same
kind of
time, you have to consider like Valve has to balance every weapon they put into the game. Like it's like this is.
I mean, all these balances were better than a new weapon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like yeah.
I'm not really clamoring for like new weapons or anything, but I think I have kind of a mixed feelings about the whole skins and contracts thing, because the contracts are cool and I enjoy doing them, but when it comes to the skins, like yes, it's the system that's implemented in CS:GO, and even though you can, it easily works in TF2. It feels weird to me because it's like, on one hand you've got what TF2's always had, where you choose different weapons and that determines your loadout, but now it's like, if you want to use the skins, you have to use the certain weapons, because like with CS:GO, it's like you have your skins on the weapons that you'll be using anyway. So now it's kind of like you have to choose: do I want to have skins or do I want to have different weapons?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that does make sense.
For me, anyway, I really don't care about the skins. That's my opinion. They look cool, and I don't know if I'll use them or not. I use them sometimes, but
Yeah, like when I first
I-
get them,
I-
I'm like, oh, this
I-
is cool, I'll use it.
I couldn't care less about them, really.
Mhm.
Like, they're just a thing in the game, and I accept them.
think
I don't think it's anything to get angry about, though.
Yeah, I'm not like angry, but it's just like it seems like it works better and it matters more in a game like CS:GO, where it's like you're already using those weapons. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's interesting is like people. I feel like people have kind of overlooked the fact that this is exactly what the hat system has been the entire time TF2 has been around. It's like you have a chance to get unusual hats or like unusual weapons now or different looking ones, and it's like
Yeah,
it's already been there. It's just they put it to the actual weapon system, and like people are freaking out about it. But like it's unusuals there too. And I saw this interesting
Like the Burning
statistic.
Killer's exclusive.
The Burning
What is
Killer's
that?
exclusive.
It's
like
the
a burning
most
team
expensive
captain?
virtual hat or virtual item I think like ever sold, and it was
How
like
much?
$10,000. Someone bought the hat for $10,000.
That always amazes me, how Valve can just be like, these items are rare and you will pay a lot of money for them, and then people just do. Like, they just make money.
Well, what I find really interesting and kind of it's what is it? It's credit to the community. It's that like just the general population hasn't just let the value drop and decided, no, Valve, we're gonna pay 1 cent for every hat. Like just the players themselves have just kept prices up, have kept the economy going, even after all this like negativity towards like the end of TF2 or whatever. Like people are still trading and stuff. Like it's pretty cool that just this whole community has made a electronic economy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Bitcoin, but it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I feel like Valve like really mastered like the perfect free to play model because you have like a good game that you can play for free, unlike pretty much every top free app in the iOS like App Store or whatever, which is like pretty much you can
Garbage.
kind of pretty much garbage, and it's like stupid city builder or kingdom builder. I'm sorry if you play like Clash of Clans or stuff.
I'm not sorry.
Grepolus.
But yeah, it's you make a good game, you release it for free, and then you can make
Yeah, and then
crap ton of money on hats and stuff.
because it's not pay to win, it's pay to look cool, and but
Yeah.
you can
Exactly.
still play without the cool.
Yeah.
And it's not like you pay like in like Call of Duty, like the better you get, like the better guns you get, and so like it's really hard to get into the game. But Valve, even though they haven't had any success, or it takes a while for them to have success in balancing weapons, they try straight
oh
upgrades,
my
but
God.
like
Oh,
more like a
Brandon?
balanced play style.
You just turned into a
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah,
Did I?
You had like a critical error there.
I think you're okay. I
Did
think
it
you're
sound
good
like
now.
that?
No,
Good
it
now?
sounds
Just
much
like that.
worse.
Okay, where did I leave off?
Just keep going. You're fine.
Okay, but yeah. Dang it, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, darn.
Oh, Call of Duty. It was like Call
Oh.
of Duty. It's not like a straight upgrade, but Valve tries, even though they sometimes fail really bad at it. They like try to release balanced weapons, so it's not just straight upgrade. You're better at the game because you have a better item, but you just have to learn a different play style when you get a new item.
I
Which is
found that
why I
like
love TF2.
people get
It's
like irrationally
whatever.
angry about whether they think something is like unbalanced or like overpowered and everything needs to be balanced, and I'm just like, all right, whatever, like just use a different item, like chill.
Yeah, exactly. Like every item in TF2 has some sort of counter to it. And that's just like how the game is made. Like every class has a counter to that
Yeah.
class. Like 9 times out of
Yep.
10, a heavy is gonna beat a pyro 1-on-1. Like that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
so
if you're skilled.
yeah, and I mean that's
Unless
the cool,
you're
that's
just like
the
a back burner and like the heavy's an idiot, but
yeah, but I mean that's
Well.
that's exactly that's the thing about TF2 is that like like how well you succeed in a pub or in a server wherever isn't determined by what you have like weapon wise. It's determined by your just raw skills at the game, basically, with random crits and like
Strategy.
matchups and
yeah, of
stuff
course.
taken into consideration. But yeah,
Crits are fun
yeah.
and balanced.
Like the game is balanced around the stock weapons, so you start off in the game with like you're fine. You start off with good weapons.
And then you get distracted by cool-looking things like the Philodro Abolashinator.
Of course.
Everyone hates you.
Or you get the Dead Ringer and then not realize how it works because you don't read the description and you like get really confused about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that
I remember
happened.
the first... The Dead Ringer was one of the first weapons I got, and I remember, like, I knew how to use it, but, like, I didn't know how to use it, so at the beginning of every match, I would just jump off a cliff to activate it, and then just use it like a regular missile watch.
That's tremendous. Brandon, your friend's brother had his first TF2 experience over the week, right?
Oh yeah, I spent the like a couple of days over at my friend's house, and his younger brother, who is a COD player, and he plays Minecraft even though he's going to be a sophomore next year in high school.
Got something against older people playing Minecraft, Brandon?
You got something against Call of Duty, Brandon?
I'm sorry. I'm
Just carry on. Just carry on. We're just messing with you. Just carry on.
Okay. But yeah, so he had like no zero experience about playing TF2, and my friend, I tried to get him to get into TF2, but he's like really big into Dota, and like I can't like pull him away from that. Like he's sucked in. I can't free him or like broaden his horizons or whatever. But his brother is still a young, fresh, newborn
Young
babe
and malleable.
that I can craft into whatever I want it to be. And so I got him to download TF2, and I got to be his coach when he started playing the game. And I went through all the classes, and I went through all the different maps and different map types and whatever. And he's like, okay, this makes sense. And the first time he got in the game, we were playing against bots because where we were, the Wi-Fi wasn't that good and the internet wasn't that good, so we just did bots on his computer. And so we were on Dust Bowl, and it was he went soldier, and then the first thing he did was he took out his shotgun and just walked behind a rock, and then crouched behind the rock, and then like went back up and like tried to long range shoot people with his shotgun at people on the other side of Dust Bowl. And I'm like, sir, that's not.
Unless
That's
he
not
was
how you
playing
play the
Gears of
game.
War or something.
Exactly. And I'm like, it's fun to watch, but eventually he understood how to play the game. How you have to like not stand still and you have to like move a lot.
You have to
Because,
vroom
like, that's
vroom.
the one thing. Exactly, you have to vroom vroom, because like if you stand still, you're like a sitting duck, pretty much. Duck.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Love me some
It was-
ducks.
And then like, I was really proud of myself because like at the end of the night, he's like, yeah, I like TF2. And the next day, he was playing it by himself, and I'm like, oh my god.
Whoa.
He didn't get a weapon drop though. We played in a pub, and he got his like ass whipped. But somehow he got like the top of the server because he was like doing WM1 Pyro or something. And I'm like, what the heck? And we were on like Gorge or something. I'm like, how does this make any sense? And he's like, I don't know either. I'm like he has like 30 points, and everyone else has like 6 points on his team. And I'm like, oh my god. It was a fun experience though.
Wow.
But yeah, it just goes to show that even you can take like 15 minutes and you can pretty much introduce a guy who's never played the game before and never like really played a game like TF2, and you can get him in and suck him in and join our cult.
Did you did you get to play?
Sacrifice.
Did you get to see him play Spy at all? you get to see
He
any
played
of that?
Spy. Oh god, he played Spy like 2 times, and it was painful
Mm-hmm.
because like he wasn't disguising for one thing,
Yeah.
and we were against easy bots too when he went Spy. So if he wasn't disguising, and what else did he do? He was fumbling around with the weapons, and he really liked his pistol, and what else? And he like completely missed backstab sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know really when to be invisible because he was trying to be invisible all the time, but then his cloak ran out, and then he died.
Right.
And then and of course he doesn't disguise, so he was like killed by a sentry or something stupid.
Yeah.
Classic.
But yeah, it was fun to watch though. He didn't like Spy for obvious reasons because he sucked at it.
Right.
But it's also
Uh-huh.
like that and engineer are like the hardest. I feel like you have to have more strategy for those than any other class in the
yeah,
game.
absolutely. Did you get to talk to him about
Oh.
rocket jumping at all?
I did, and he asked how to do it, and I'm like
Nope.
I can't tonight. Nope, sorry. That I can barely do it myself. I made a video about like Market Garden, and I got like 2 hours of footage, and I got 3 Market Garden kills out of all of it because I'm really bad at rocket jumping. But yeah, it was fun to watch, and he also liked Engineer too. Surprisingly, I'm like,
Huh.
but thing is, it took so long for him to set up buildings and stuff, and he was setting up teleporters and like sentries and dispensers in really weird places.
Mm-hmm.
And like he he got out of spawn, he was already building on last, and I'm like,
Oh man.
because I didn't want to say I don't want to say you're playing the game wrong, but he was playing the game wrong.
Yeah.
But I guess
Yeah,
to
like
each
the
their
best
own.
of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's great. I love getting I love hearing about new people getting into the TF2 community, especially God when it's this old. Like the fact that there's still new players is just crazy. It's mind
Because
blowing.
it's such a unique game. Because like no other games are like TF2. TF2 is just TF2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I really enjoy being like an old angry man who just talks about how it was back in my day.
You enjoy that with a lot of games, Aiden.
Yeah.
You really do that a lot. Okay, I had one other quick thing. What the heck was I about to say? Oh no. Oh dear, I was about to say something. I just completely wah wah.
I had one other quick
Oh, no.
thing.
I remembered what I was gonna say. You go.
Okay.
I got it.
No, I was repeating what you said.
Oh.
No, you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I had an interesting situation where before I actually started playing TF2, I had watched people playing TF2 on YouTube for a year. Like I just spent a year I think I found Germa and Star then and I watched their channel of TF2 footage for a year before I even played. So I came into the game already knowing what every class did and what most of the weapons did. I nerded out over the game so much before I got my computer, and I just came in already a year ahead of the curve. So it was
What a loser.
I know. But I think it paid off, so we'll see. I'm doing the same thing
I
with
was like that
Overwatch,
way
but
with
yeah.
Civ.
The Civ.
I was
really.
that way with Civ because I watched the Yogscast play it because they had I don't know what season they are now on because they have seasons of Civ Civ 5.
Yeah.
And they're on 15 hours something, but I watched a bunch of it, and I understood how the game works. But when I got the game, I think you got the game from me, didn't you, Jack?
Something like that.
last
Yeah,
week?
sure. I'm a generous person. Let's go with that.
Yeah, because it was on sale or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Let's say yes. I think I
It was
remember
so-
buying it for you. Carry on.
Yeah, but yeah, what was it? But it was just so weird, starting to play the game because I knew how to play the game, but I also at the same time was just, I just froze and didn't know what to do at the same time. It was a weird feeling. Man.
I played
Yeah.
that game for a year before I actually knew how to play.
Remember when it took us a month to convince you to get Brave New World, Aiden?
Yeah, it took you more than a month. It was half a year.
God, that was terrible.
I was so set in my ways, but I didn't even know how to play then. It was long after that I actually realized the basics of the game. That was
Yeah.
so bad. I don't know, what you were just talking about, where you're oh yeah, I was kind of ahead of the curve with how to play TF2. I with most games take exponentially longer to actually understand a game sometimes.
It's so weird.
Anyway.
That sounds like you though. That sounds completely accurate.
But
That
like
makes-
once I understand it, I'm like all up in there, you know?
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, I completely understand.
Thing is, Aiden, with you, like I respect you so much because even though, because like you said, like like you might not be like the best player at something, and then like you start to gradually learn or whatever, but you still have fun no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something so Aiden about you.
Yeah, that
I do love me some fun.
that is the best thing when you'll be like playing Smash with Charlie or whatever, and you'll just like lose every time, but you'll still
Yeah.
do it and you'll have fun. Like I don't understand how you can physically do like it's so admirable of you. Like well done. Props
I
to
don't know,
you.
like once you just like stop caring about like winning, it becomes a lot more fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I always like it always like makes like no, not that it doesn't make sense, but it always just kind of annoys me. Like it's like when I'm playing TF2 and it doesn't really matter who I'm with, and a lot of times, I mean, it's different people, like everyone does it, and like we're losing pretty badly, and they're like, oh, let's change servers, or oh, let's scramble the teams, or let's do this and let's do that, and I'm like, well, why not just like get good and let's win? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good thought process. I need to consider that more actually.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it. What YouTubers have you guys been watching recently? Like who have you checked your sub box for every day recently? Starting with Aiden, why not?
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I've explained this to you. I'm kind of like weird. I don't like have subs that I check. I just kind of like mill about channels. But
Yeah.
I mean, Brennan, you go first. I gotta think about this.
All right. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Oh, well, let's see here. I have a lot. I watched the Yogscast for a while, but now I really only watch tips from that. I think Sips is hilarious. Like he has like it's like dry humor kinda, but it's just like something about him. I don't know.
Yeah, he brings respect to the motherland, Canada. He's Canadian. I mean, I'm Minnesotan. That's basically
exactly.
mini Canada. So
Pretty
Small
much.
Canada.
Canada
They like
light.
smuggle maple syrup over the border.
Exactly. Moose Brethren.
Wait, who else? I watch Game Grumps,
Mhm.
Joe and Star obviously, but one guy who I recently started watching is a guy named Casper. He's like a smaller channel, it's like 2,000 subs or whatever. But he's like really active and he like plays TF2 and Splatoon mainly. And he's pretty good, and he does streaming on YouTube every once in a while, and I check that out, and he just has a really fun time with the chat and everything, even though like only there's like 17 people there or whatever, but he's just having a really good time. And he's Welsh, and so sometimes he'll break into his like super Welsh accent.
Aw,
Hmm.
that's cute.
And he's such a cute guy. I love him.
I love cute people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Personally, I mean, I grew up like watching Yogscast videos like on my crappy home computer back in like 2009 or whatever when they like first started. I was a huge fan. So that's like they were just like my major upbringing. Like I felt so close
Were
to
they
all the
just
members of
playing
Yogscast.
WoW at the beginning?
No, I think I don't know if they did any WoW
They
videos
started
on YouTube.
WoW, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I started watching them when they did their like How to Survive the First Night, first Minecraft like leading into Shadow of Israfel series.
I remember
like,
that.
Yeah, when they first like when Minecraft was still in beta, basically when they were making series about it, that's when I started watching them. And so like they're just the biggest, I guess. They're my home base of YouTube on where to go because they're just guys I really respect for what they've done and how far they've come. And I mean, for as big as they've gotten and for as long as they've been, just like staying true to themselves and still being like pretty similar and really funny, making quality videos. I love that. And then I think Game Grumps are the funniest people on YouTube, just hands down. I think that Dan and Aaron are the best comedians on YouTube. Like that's just what I think because there's not a
wanna
Game Grumps.
smooch Ross.
They're just
episode
like
where
so blunt and personal sometimes, and it's just brilliant.
I want
exactly.
to give Ross a great big smooch.
God, Ross is such a polarizing character. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's so
'Cause-
cute though.
He is cute. He's also like 14. It looks like so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so I guess I'll talk. I don't know. Okay, so a lot of the people that I like watch are like I haven't really branched out much. Like most of them are the ones I've been watching for years and stuff. Like okay, when it comes to like Let's Plays and stuff on YouTube, I watch Cry just cuz like I think for any I don't know if you guys have really watched his stuff, but for like any like serious games, he is the best person to watch. Like, cause he you like okay, I like get really like emotionally invested in games and stuff.
Yeah, you
And like
you
I
love
feel
your
like
storylines. Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like he kind of feels that same way. And like I usually watch him for these story-driven games, like those Telltale like choice-driven games.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I feel like he really gets into the story the same way I do, so it's like a really fun experience for like if it's a game that I can't play myself to watch him play it. And then
Huh.
what else? I watch The Rad Brad. He's an interesting case because it's like he's got like I mean, he had a lot less when I like subscribed to him, but like right now he's got almost 5 million subscribers. But like I've never met like except maybe one person who's ever like also seen him that I know.
This is the
And
first time I've ever heard that name before, actually.
yeah, like he's got tons of subscribers, but like no one I know has ever like heard of him. But okay, so he mostly plays like whatever's new, like whatever big name games coming out. Like I mean, he's been playing like Arkham Knight recently, and
Mhm.
so I mean, it's usually like the big name games that are coming out, which isn't necessarily what I would always be playing, but he's just so much fun to like watch because he genuinely like loves and cares about his fans so much. Like every single video, he will start it off with some intro where he'll just be like, I cannot express how much gratitude I have for all you people watching and liking these videos, and thank you so much. This wouldn't be possible without you, kind of thing.
Wow.
And it makes me as a viewer feel really good every time, and it's just like a really nice dynamic to have there.
Wow, that's
It's like
solid.
a drug.
That's really solid. What?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Oh my god.
But yeah.
Yeah, YouTube is a great place.
sorry.
I'm so glad that like I've just been able to kind of start becoming a part of the community, and especially with the guys that I'm working with Evotech, the Minecraft guys. Like, I mean,
Oh,
we're adding people to our group that have 1,000, 10,000 plus subscribers, and it's just like these people are they're coming up. Like these are I'm working with some people that are like some of the next big YouTubers in the Minecraft scene. How ridiculously big the Minecraft scene still is on YouTube, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at the graphs on how like the Minecraft popularity compares with like YouTube
I've
Let's
seen
Play
it.
channel comparity?
I've
I've
seen
not.
that.
Compare. It's I mean, Minecraft and YouTube, just Minecraft was created, and then like it basically made Let's Play channels a thing. It's
'Cause,
crazy.
like I remember that too. When before Minecraft came out, there was like 5 Let's Play channels that like everyone knew about, and they all played like Nintendo games. And like I remember there was Nintendo Capri Sun, and then there was like 2 other people, and they were like the only Let's Players that people knew about. And then Minecraft happened, and it blown out of the water.
A channel called Nintendo Capri Sun. That just sounds like a literal barrel of copyright issues. God, it's such a bad idea.
I think he still makes videos too.
Oh my god, it's crazy. All right, so kind of moving off from YouTube. 2015, we are closer to 2016 than 2014 now. Believe it or not. In 12
2 years
minutes,
since the year of Luigi.
in 12 minutes, it'll be August.
Wait, oh,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
that's a really
Oh.
weird thought. What games are you guys looking forward to this year? I guess I'll kick it off. I am beyond hyped for Overwatch. After like how much fun I've had with Hearthstone and StarCraft in the past, I am so excited for Overwatch to come out. I'm going to buy it the second I can. I have signed up for the beta. I am going to make so many videos about it. I am like I've watched gameplay of all the characters that they have. Like Blizzard has released some pre-alpha like gameplay stuff. I am so excited for this game. I cannot wait for it. It's crazy.
So who goes next?
I don't know, Brandon, you can.
Or do you have another game?
Yeah, I don't care. Like Battlefront, the new Star Wars Battlefront's coming out. That's awesome. It would be so much more awesome if Overwatch wasn't coming out, but I'm just so looking forward to Overwatch that. And I also don't have a console that can run the new Battlefront, so sadly. Also, Uncharted 4. I can't play Uncharted 4. I'm really sad about that, but
I'll get a PS4 and we can play.
please do. I would love it if you would get a PS4 and let me play it. I will buy the game. I'll buy the game and bring it to your house. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, those are the games that I'm super excited about. I just wish that I could play 2 of them.
I'm excited for Overwatch 2, but like I'm not like as excited as you. Like I'll play it probably, but I like played a little bit of Hearthstone, and I'm not that good at it, and I've never played WoW or StarCraft or whatever. So I'm not really that big into Blizzard. But I'll play it still. But I'm really excited about Battlefront because like during my younger years, that was my life. Like Battlefront
Mm-hmm.
and Battlefront 2, I played those like every
yeah,
single
yeah.
day after I came home from school, and
Yeah, we've all been there. Yeah.
and and I love Star Wars too. Like I started making a Star Wars Sunset the Old Republic 2 Let's Play, and I talk about how much I love Star Wars on it and stuff. But it looks so good too. It looks so good, and I hope EA doesn't screw it up like it screws up like everything.
Classic.
But I think they realize that when you start messing with Star Wars fans,
Gonna eat you. They will literally eat you.
Well, yeah.
they will literally eat you. But yeah, I think they realize that Battlefront is really something special, and that they're going to put a lot of effort into it. And it's not just going to be copy and paste Battlefront or Battlefield. Like they
Yeah.
put some effort into making the game good.
Speaking of new Star Wars revamps, and like not screwing things up with the fans, the new Star Wars movie that's also coming out at the end of this year. I'm super stoked for that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Disney, they're doling it down. Like, not at all, dude. If you've seen the trailers, that thing is gonna be explicit. I don't know if explicit is the right word. I just spit on the microphone. I'm sorry, but like that movie is gonna be kick-ass. I am so excited for that too.
It's going to be good.
They're gonna do a great job.
I
It's
mean,
a
like people
good year
are
for
saying
Star
that
Wars.
Disney's going to do a terrible job, but like
I don't know why they would say that.
Disney
When have
owns
they ever
Marvel.
done a terrible job? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
owns
I oh my god, I
Great.
forgot about that.
like they made the Avengers movies pretty much, and those are good movies, and they're
Not
huge
pretty much, they
blockbuster
did.
movies.
They did make
Yeah.
those movies.
I have something to confess.
Yeah.
I haven't
What?
seen either of the Avengers movies.
Oh my god, Aiden.
Like,
Wow.
I need to turn in my nerd license. Like, I need...
It's really hard for me to judge how good the Avengers movies were, because like when you're watching them, it's impossible to judge like how good storytelling or whatever it is, because it's just like action. It's like, oh yeah, that's awesome. He just punched a metal dragon in the face. Like you don't care about the story or whatever, because it's like it's really cool, and that's just like the cool thing about it.
Like when we went and saw Godzilla, and then he breathed like laser fire.
That was
we all
great.
just exploded in the
That was so great. Yeah, but
yeah,
Battlefront,
With-
that is gonna be sweet.
Also, one more thing with the new Star Wars movie. I mean, it's not going to be bad. It's going to be good. They have like good people on it. Like J.J. Abrams is going to direct it, or has directed it,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like the original cast and stuff.
Yeah, Chewie looks
Better.
great. Have you seen the commercials? Chewie looks fantastic.
I have.
He has to be using some hair dye or something, because not a single gray hair on him. Just beautiful.
Can't say the same for Han, but you know.
God, Harrison Ford. He survived a plane crash that he crashed on his own on a golf course. So I mean, God, good for him.
And he survived Ender's Game, so.
Yeah. Aiden, what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm mostly looking forward to a lot of like a lot of single player games that are coming out. Like I know I've talked to you at length about how excited I am for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, because like Mirror's Edge was one of my favorite like games of all time, and I too am on that boat of wow, I hope EA doesn't screw this up, but I am I'm thinking it's gonna be really good. Yeah, I'm also, what else am I excited for? Bunch of like anime games you guys probably have never heard of, but you know.
Well, I know Sakura
also-
Clicker was a huge success this year.
Oh yeah, that
so...
changed my life. On a serious note, I actually am pretty excited for Black Ops 3. I know you guys have been trash talking Call of Duty, but I enjoy the Black Ops series, and the campaign for this one actually seems really interesting and enjoyable when I usually ignore the campaign.
Well, I mean, look, Call of Duty has been like the meme of the FPS world for the past forever. So, like, they're not idiots. They've picked up on it. They've realized, like, oh, people have complaints. Let's address some of them. So they're obviously gonna do that.
You know what I wish Call of Duty would do?
What?
I wish that they'll like go back to their roots and make like a World War II video game, because I feel like everything has been like advanced, like super cool
like,
future games. Huge.
Oh God.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't own any, but I've played plenty Call of Duty with some of my friends. But yeah, it just feels to me that they're just milking the heck out of just future advanced
Well,
cool
I mean,
weapons.
because they've done a game about like every like war that's actually happened, so now they just have to start making up wars, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I guess.
It would be cool
But
if they
still-
went back and did a more historical one again.
But yeah, like because the next gen consoles are coming out, and they're gonna. It would be really cool if they made one back
Wait,
in the day.
hold
'Cause,
on,
I mean, like,
hold on. Call of Duty Revolution, a revolutionary war game. Why not?
Oh my.
Oh yeah, I'll put that right next to Assassin's Creed 3 or 4, or whichever one that is.
Oh God.
Oh my god! One time at GameStop, I found a History Channel video game that was a first-person shooter,
What?
Really?
and it was a Civil War game, and it was it was a terrible experience.
Wait, you played
Because-
it?
Oh my God.
I played it. I played more than I probably should admit, but it was such a bad because you had like rifles and you had to go through the like 10-second reload of like shoving the stupid bullet into the rifle.
Oh God.
Oh my god! And then the pistols took, even though they were like faster, they still took like an obscene amount of time, and it was disgusting. And there was like, oh god, History Channel, man.
Were there any aliens in the
History
Civil War
made a
game by
video-
chance?
I
Yes.
played it. No, I don't believe there were.
Damn, that's a shame.
I know, right?
You know what I'm excited for? Whenever they're gonna make that Wii U HD Excite Truck port, that's what I'm waiting for.
The best game.
That'll be the day, man. That will be the day.
Brandon, I've still never beat you at Excite Truck, and that's gonna haunt me forever.
You can't defeat me, Adam. I'm
I know,
unstoppable.
Not even at Excite Bots. Couldn't do it.
I didn't even know what I was doing in that game.
Oh God. All right, guys. I think that's gonna wrap it up for us for the first episode of the Budcast. Hope everybody's enjoyed watching. I know we've had a good time doing this, and hopefully there'll be a lot of these to come in the future. I know it's a lot of fun to do, a lot of talk. If you stuck around the whole time, thanks. Means a lot. If you want to see more of the series, leave a like. Why don't you? Write something in the comments. Hashtag lootget. I don't know. Whatever you want to put down there. But yeah, any last thoughts from you guys? Anything?
Nope.
I got something.
What do you have, Brandon?
I just want to say that recently, I've played one of the best games that I've like ever played, and it's an iOS game, and it's called Device 6, and it's one of the coolest games and concepts for games I've ever seen, because it's like I don't really play puzzle games, but it was a puzzle game, and so I'm like, and they're good reviews, so I'm like, sure, why not? And so I played it, and it's like it's like a novel kind of, but it's like an interactive novel. And you like make choices within it, and there are like clues within the text and the pictures and everything. And it was so cool, and it was kind of creepy at some points too, and it was scary. Like you're just reading text, and it's like, what the heck? But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it was one of the best games I've ever played, especially on iOS.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
feel like this is a trick,
That's
and I'm
my
gonna
closing
download it.
statement.
And it's gonna suck.
Yeah, Brent, I was honestly waiting for a punchline there where you were just gonna like squeeze your fart putty that you had. I was really waiting for that.
Do you want to hear my fart putty before we go?
Oh, absolutely, we have to.
Okay, let's see if I can get it. Okay, wait, give me like 2 seconds. I need to set it up. You ready? Okay, there we go.
God, straight from the dollar store,
That is-
everybody.
Yep. There we
Oh,
go.
jeez.
oh, God, that was a juicy one. All right,
Yeah.
bye,
Just make the
everybody.
thumbnail.
Bye, bye.
Okay.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbyes.
All right, see you
Bye,
next time
love you.
on the Budcast.